Welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy V. Not much of an intro here, but this is the Super Nintendo version. Somebody did actually patch it because this was not released outside of Japan, at least on the SNES. I'm playing the SNES version simply because the SNES is my love child and I adore it oh so much. So they have this little intro with an unknown character and his chocobo and some credits. I'll let them run because I want to talk here. Silent Hill is still being done. I just haven't been feeling well enough for like a post-com plan thing. I don't like being scripted, and honestly that shit is as unscripted as you could possibly get. So of course I did Rise Star, and that's still being uploaded and it's completely finished. I'll be doing this as well as Silent Hill and Rise Star, and it's basically going to be two big projects and a little baby one that only lasts like half a second. Rise Star is the little baby one. It's a platformer, what do you expect? But I will find other smaller games to play after Rise Star is all the way uploaded. Silent Hill will be continued, and Slender is going to be a once-in-a-blue-moon kind of deal because I have to re-download it because my computer had to be reformatted. Go me. So, yes, Final Fantasy V. Not exactly my favorite, but it's still pretty good. So, with little more to do at this awesome title screen that they took out of the Game Boy Advance remake thing, let's do it! Instead of sitting through that again, let's hit a button. Button. Here we go. It will tell you the story soon. The Game Boy Advance remake seemed to like to get out of the way pretty quick. I'm not going to be saying what they say unless it's semi-sorta important, but I am going to give you a chance to read it. Unlike most of my other RPGs, I've been actually saying what they have on screen, and I find that incredibly redundant anymore, so, yeah. Enough talking about that, though. There appears to be a dragon on a castle. The graphics are low res because it's Super Nintendo, get over it. That thing has really pretty wings. Yeah. This text is auto-scroll, by the way. Okay, so since when can a king walk off on his own like this? Ah, traditional Final Fantasy at its best. Crystals, shrines. Don't worry, the wind's only being wonky. Kings. Kings, the male equivalent to women. I don't mean to be sexist like that, but Jesus. Go off on your own, why don't you? Well, I guess he has the dragon. So, you can take 10 guards or you can take this motherfucking dragon. I'll take the dragon, thanks. But I like dragons, so... Apparently they haven't developed a wave thing. Yeah, they did! I'm confused now. I just confused myself. That's totally a thing. Pirates. Yay, pirates! We'll see how this goes. A long-haired one. He must be the leader. Or she, or whatever. Well, that's not good. That's not good, sure. And an earthquake thing. That is crazy and wonky and shaky, and how could you tell the wind stopped while you're inside of a rock, sir? That's not good. Oh noes. Well, that ain't good. Hello, Crystal. I'll get you more into the crystals as the story continues. Well, shit. That might be what happened to the wind. Just saying. It appears to be the little blue dude and his chocobo. Huh. Not a care in the world, huh? Camping trip with giant chicken. Best trip ever. And then shit happened in the fashion that shit must always happen. It's a Final Fantasy game. I never understood that particular scene. It shows it, well, a traditional world map. So I am trying to explain my problems with the scene of the meteor crashing as the meteor is crashing, and I don't care that the meteor is crashing. I am awesome like that. Okay, so we have this shit is going on. We have a question mark dude. He is level 1, rather weak and pathetic. He is currently equipped with a broad and a leather. Broad being a sword. Has nothing else to equip. Status is normal. Nothing really going on here. Now, I might as well just say the scene with the meteor, it shows it coming down, but then it shows it going away. Is it going back into the sky? No. Is it going into water? Fuck if I know, it's still blue. But let's look at the configuration. Let's set the battle speed up to 1, keep the message speed at 3. Windows good. Gauge being on. This is the first time in a Final Fantasy game where you could actually see a gauge. It wasn't the first 8, think of it. ATB. It is not the first ATB, that belongs to 4. But it is the first time we actually get to see the ATB. Now, sound is unimportant. The cursor I'm going to set to reset because why the hell not? Re-equip. Certain cases completely remove your equipment and you can either have the game auto-optimize your equipment or you can make it empty. I'm going to auto-optimize. It makes it easier for me that way. The controller. You can customize the controls and you can also turn it on 2-player. I believe ever since 4 and going up into 6, you can multiplayer these games. I'm not going to, though. That's cheesy and stupid. Actually, me and my friend James did this a lot. Anyway, we can also alter the window color. Let's just leave it blue for all time's sake. Our stats, nothing in particularly special right now, but the stat system does come from, well, it does continue into 6 in a more literal fashion. Now, the can equip. As you can see, we can equip freaking everything, but that's more important later. We also have no magic, whether it be white, black, DM magic? Esper Sword, blue, song. DM? I'll figure that out later. I'm not entirely familiar with this translation. Anyway, the animation showed it coming in over here, so let us go. Meteor at Tycoon. Apparently our bird is named Boko. So, this game lacks a run button, so we'll be just walking, you know, calmly like this. And as we near the tree, those dudes seem to be carrying away that girl from earlier, who's clearly a princess. But this is our first battle, and really we have nothing to fear because these things are pushovers. But, you know, it's whatever. Owie. You punched me! Dick. Yay, victory! And we already saved the princess. See, Mario, it's not that hard. All you need is a weapon. I mean, I don't know what she was doing being carried off by little green men, but actually they are gray, but as we see, her name is Lena. Okay, so they didn't even introduce her character. Well, they kind of did. Never mind, I'm being stupid. Now, the quotation marks show a change in character speaking. And usually they have the name next to it, but since we have no name until right freaking now, please select a name. His default name is in Japan, but his English name is Bartz. Try to keep up. So the text is going to be a little confusing at times due to the fact that it doesn't always change the text box whenever someone new starts talking. So try to keep up. So, and then it isn't really a journey if you're going nowhere in particular. Oh, well, I guess a quest is to a place in particular, so a journey might just be around, which I guess makes sense. So she was in the blast zone and lived. Okay, let's just draw conclusions already. A giant rock fell from the sky. It must be at fault. Even though the wind stopped before whatever. Okay, so this shows a little bit less traditional character in the fact that Bart doesn't... You'll see. And again, I have to question Square's logic here. But, for the moment anyway, we have Lena. Again, level 1, Bartz is pretty much the strongest initially. Kind of, sort of, maybe. You'll see. Oh, dude! Well, he's laying down next to a fallen meteor. Don't know how he got there. Don't understand what he's doing outside when he was clearly inside something before. And this begins Final Fantasy's little thing with memory loss, sort of. The traditional amnesiac thing. It's clearly amnesia, because he has that floating... Oh! It's not a question mark anymore. But his name is Galuf. Clearly. Well, a name's better than nothing, really. I mean, if I wanted to have amnesia, I'd rather have a name so I could, you know... Instead of, like, random people calling me, hey, you. Didn't your daddy tell you not to go there? You're supposed to stay and protect the castle, you twit. Oh yeah, follow your feelings, old man. Fucking pedophile. Just kidding, Galuf is actually pretty neat. Well, he's an insane pedophile, that's even better. Go Galuf. Yeah, what about you, dude? Saving the world isn't really in his mantra anyway. So, okay, untraditionally, Princess in Trouble needs to go somewhere to help some people. Hero, quite strangely, does not accept. Well, he kind of already saved her, and she's in somebody else's hand. But, you know, he just kind of lets him go. Which I thought was very, very strange. Anyway, it's not very apparent. What the hell is that about? Ugh. It's not very apparent, but you can actually walk through that tree. Yeah, I actually was confused about that for the longest time, the first time I ever played through, which was on the PS1 re-release, by the way. And I'm not playing that one for obvious reasons. And they don't signify who's speaking there because they intended later on to allow anyone to ride Boko. But anyway, since we can't really go that way, the only other way is north from where we started. And, of course, damn Choco. Boko, you need brakes, son. Well, this is where they didn't go Kwe all the time. It used to be Wark, as you can clearly see, which I thought was a weird change. I mean, I guess Wark is more of a abrupt, rude sound, and Kwe is kind of cute. I don't know. And Chocobos are cute. Oh no, goblins! So, his giant chicken is Earthquake. And look who's in trouble already. Didn't take them very long. Warp! Chicken noise! Anyway, Chicken knows what's up. And more fighting. Thankfully, we were kind of slightly healed. Okay, I say slightly, but really, with 36, slightly is all we need. But, we were healed, so we can take a little bit more abuse before we actually need to worry. And we gain our first level. Get used to saying that. Go, chicken, go! Man! Goblins don't seem to panic during intense situations very much, do they? Leave me alone! And die for it. But yeah, this kind of puts Bartz ahead of everyone else. But now we just scoop, scoop. I have to question the abrupt, like, the absolute size of Mr. Chicken thing. Because Boko is only really supposed to be able to be big enough for one person, and he just carried 3 people. I don't know. Just seemed kind of funny to me. Yay, rendering in 3D. It's not exactly 3D. It's 2D-ish, kind of, sort of, but he just kind of jumped off a decently tall cliff. How he got up there in the first place, I assume he climbed. Hey, I just saved your ass again. I mean, it was only 5 minutes ago. I mean, really, can you do anything without me? Saved your ass. Well, obviously, what did you expect to happen, dipshit? I assume Tool is a village. Of course, I'm assuming, but... Old man! I guess you could get to the Wind Shrine from Tool. He's a piece of work. Yep, old man too. Oh well. Yes, really? Do you really think you could go to a shrine without him? Okay, so your dad kind of kicked you out of your house and told you to go see the world. Awesome. What? The wind's dead, Dip! Haha, busted. This one is a little more lighthearted than 6 was, if you watched that. Which I'll be redoing at some point or another. Ah. How does he know? How does... Okay, I guess he could have just overheard. But... Whatever. But thou must! And of course she's kind of the charismatic pusher forward. Don't forget your giant chicken! Well, the hero's adventures have begun. We have Lena and Galuf now. Galuf does have 1 HP more than Bartz initially, but since he leveled up, Bartz now has more HP and will be decidedly your tank. Lena doesn't have much. He only has a knife as opposed to the broadsword we have. And Galuf has nothing. He's a fighter. He's kind of just barehanded dude. But we'll be getting more stuff for him later because, as you can see, all their classes are normal or freelancer. So freelancers can really equip anything. But seeing as this has been going on for a good little bit, we're going to end it here. So we're saving twice because I don't trust anything. So this has been Fenrir's Dark Seal. Next time we will try to find a way to Tool. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.